comment is to plead with all of you. The country you used to know, the country you are part of building, is no longer there. There's nothing today. If Nigeria, and I said, gets it wrong in 2023, because 2023 is to enable Nigeria to start rebuilding again. If they get it wrong, I can assure you that it will not take time for some of you who will still be there at that time to be refugees somewhere. Today, go and look at the list of fragile failing states. Nigeria is on top of it. Today, go and look at the list of terrorized nations. Nigeria is number 3. We are now ranked the same place as Afghanistan and Yemen. Today, we are the capital of poverty. We have been since 2019. What is worse in it is that Nigeria have more people living in poverty than the 2 biggest countries of the world combined. China and India combined is 2.8 billion. Nigeria is 200 million. So we're not even to 10% of these 2 countries combined, but we have more people living in poverty than both of them combined. Today we have 50 million children out of school. And not out of school. 60 to 70% of them have never been to school at all. So they're not out of school. They've never even experienced it, talk less of coming out of it. Your country's stress level, this country is now the most stressful place for people to live in. Go and check the stress level index. Our misery level have gone down so low. We have the highest unemployment rate because we have been comparing with South Africa, but I'll show you how South Africa is less. We have 33% unemployment. When you include underemployment, you have 55%, out of which 60% of these are young people in their productive age doing nothing. At the age they are supposed to be the engine of production. They're not doing anything. They've left school. Some of them didn't go to school, but they have nothing doing. So you have millions of them all over the place. We've just overtaken India in infant mortality. They expected we would overtake them in 2024, but we're overtaking them by first quarter. Your list is endless. In drug prevalence now, the global rate is 5.8. Nigeria is 14.9. And it's 70% more among the young ones. That is where your country is. Your debt level is totally unacceptable. I was speaking to the Senate yesterday, and they showed me a young man, they showed me a senator, distinguished senator, who is the chairman of approving the loans in which Nigeria, all the loans that they are borrowing. And I said to him, thank you for approving it. But let me tell you, all the loans people have approved have put us in a mess. Today, we're using 98% of our revenue to service debt. And I can tell you by end of this year, it will be 100 and something % of our revenue. The first 5 months of last year, Nigeria generated as a revenue 1,847 billion. And they used 1,802 billion to service debt. 98%. It was remaining only 45 billion. Last year, our budget was 13 point something trillion, and they said they are going to borrow 4 trillion. They ended up borrowing 6.7 trillion because they couldn't make it. This year, our budget is 17 trillion. And they said they are going to borrow only 7. They are going to generate 10. They are not going to generate 15, even 50% of that. So we are going to borrow about 8 this year and we are going to service all those debts. It is not possible. There's no way a country can survive with that level of debt. And every day what you hear from government is that we don't have a borrowing problem, we have a revenue problem. You don't have a revenue problem. Revenue comes from production. The country is not productive. It's consumption. When you have millions of people unemployed, how can you generate revenue? You're not doing anything. People in your villages can't pay tax. They can't pay for anything because they're not doing anything. You need them to do something to be able to generate this thing. We have engine of production and employment, which is micro, small, medium businesses suffering in Nigeria.
All right, my people, thanks for watching that video. You see this Peter Obi, na great man he be. Not be say we no hear this message before election, we hear am. But because na Igbo man, and they say an Igbo man can never be president of this country, that is why we dey suffer now. Both Hausa and Yoruba, Igbo, we dey collect woto from hardship. Anyway, share your opinion in the comment section and also like and share this video. And I will see you again in my next update.